bet he's not just a goal scorer as we saw in the last game. He also can force turnovers. Marchand's blocks and hits were noticeable the last time these teams squared off. Two great stars and two teams that hate each other, and it goes down next. Both teams seem ready, and they are about to drop the puck on this opening faceoff. The Kraken have won the opening faceoff and take possession here at the start. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Sider. Great heads-up play in the neutral zone by Richard. Tarasenko's got the puck in his own zone. Scheifele's got it along the wing. Knocked away. Oh my goodness, what a hit!
In order to dictate the tempo of the game right at the onset of it, you want to make your opponent think and hear you coming, and that's what he does with that first hit.
Sports got the puck along the boards. Unloads it! We got a stoppage as the puck sails over the glass. We're still in the early stages of this period. Still scoreless in this one. Solani's won the draw inside his own end. Miller's got it now deep inside his own end. Moves the puck along the half wall. Feeds it over. And that slides right out to center ice. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Taken along the wall by Bouchard. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Puts a little mustard on the hit to knock the puck loose. Moves it quickly over to Ambrose. From the right side, moves it up ahead. Backhand with intention. Oh my goodness, it stayed out. What a save.
It was all but in, James, and that athleticism and the will to get to that puck, that was on display. He is so difficult to beat when he drops into that butterfly positioning and gets square to the puck, keeping his arms tight to his body. Man, it is tough to find the back of the net.
Past the midway mark in this period, we're still scoreless. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. And that goes off a stick somewhere in traffic. Oh, what a save on the one-timer. He was dialed in there. Beauvillier's taking the puck behind the net. Quick pass to Niedermeyer. Here we go. Look at this. They're really applying the squeeze now in the offensive end. And they've got it in their own end now. And that pass is intercepted. Moves it along the outside. Dish drop to Niedermeyer. Scoops up the puck. Into the offensive end now. And look at this. All sorts of pressure here building. And there's the whistle as the goaltender will hang on for a much-needed stoppage. Face-off coming up here. They were buzzing moments ago.
Yeah, they really were, and it's a tough spot for the goaltender. Everyone else can change, but he can't. He's got to outbattle his opponent now.
Puck scooped up by Krupp. Vasa's got it in their own zone. Here's a short pass to Niedermeyer. Bumped off the puck. Vasa's got a hold of it along the wall. Picked up along the boards by Saad. Slides it back to the blue line. From the point, looks to make something happen. Oh, and a misfire as that goes right out of the zone. Sports got possession of the puck. Sends a pass over. Puck leaves the zone. They'll be forced to regroup. All right, there's the end of period number one. We'll take a breather. I'll recharge. The players will too. And we're coming back with period number two right after this. Closing seconds of the first intermission, Sabalski, pounder, and here comes period number 2. Second period action is underway after a scoreless opening period. Well, we've seen a pretty good sample size already played thus far. Cheryl, your assessment.
Well, this is a tightly contested game. I mean, really structured, if you will, James, on both ends of the ice. But both teams have to figure out a way to get to the interior. You got to fight and you got to drive the net.
Along the wing up the neutral zone. Seider's got the puck. Takes the puck. Slides it diagonally to Laine. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Sports got the puck against the boards. What a play defensively to get in front of that one. That opportunity's rejected.
Well, he's showing great mobility here as he drops into the butterfly and moves across his crease with ease to make the save.
Moves it to Perfetti. And that's off a stick. And that was read perfectly. What a play by Perfetti. Gains control of the puck here at the blue line. Tried the corner, but it goes off the side of the net. Vasas looking to break out. Pass to Tkachuk. Gains the zone through the middle. A little bump and grind, but still hangs on to the puck. Hammers it from the point. Fleury's opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off. Plenty of playing time left in this frame. Still looking for our first goal. And they take possession after the defensive zone face-off. Oh, textbook hip check. He got all of that one. Takes a spill onto the ice and loses the puck. Poked away in the defensive end. The Battalion have gained possession off the wall. Well past the midway mark of this period, we've still got zeros on the board. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. Both teams readying here for the face-off. And off the draw, they win possession. Quick pass across to Natchez. Feeds the puck over to Niedermeyer. Gains the zone. Shot! That's a textbook save by Demko. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Great pressure to force the turnover. Denies him! Picks up the puck. Winds up from the point! Too much traffic in the lane. Wow, the home team is really under pressure and the fans know it. Skating with it along the wall. Carrying it here in the offensive end. And they've got it in their own end here. And they go the other way as they clear the zone. Takes a shot. Big time stop.
This shot's coming from the middle of the ice, and it has some heat on it, but he's ready and waiting for it. He's to position, and he makes the save.
Here in the late goings of the period, still no score in this one. Play resumes as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Centering feed! Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Takes the puck into the corner of the offensive end. Penalty coming up here.
Well, the official was right there to make the tripping call, and it's a pretty easy one as the stick gets caught up in his opponent's skates.
Well, this gives us our first chance to take a look at the team's power play unit.
First power play opportunity of the game, and to set the tempo, the trend on the specialty team unit.
Rips it! Oh, one of his teammates was right in the shooting lane there. And he takes the dish. Oh, what a move! Gets a glove on it! Wow, what a stop by Fleury! Nadeau's gliding in for the face-off as this penalty kill will continue. Nietzsche wins the defensive zone faceoff. Bouchard's moving the puck through his own zone. With possession along the wall. Oh, great play to sidestep the poke check. Takes a bump, but still hangs on to the puck.
The top power play unit showing a little bit of frustration there as they weren't able to execute. No luck around the net, but the second unit will come out with time on the clock. They'll want to make sure that they get pucks to the net and get traffic in the eyes of the tender.
Jostling for the puck, and it's knocked away. Penalty has expired. You got to give the shorthanded unit a lot of credit there.
That's a great job by the PK to have the ability to be aggressive and strong on the puck.
And that'll bring an end to the second period of play. Let's get a clean sheet of ice and come back with the third period next. Welcome back to EA Sports, the final frame of this one. We might start approaching the next goal win sort of department here as we are underway in the third, still scoreless. Scheifele's got it against the boards. The Battalion have possession now. Across the line from center. Great read with the stick. Moves the puck to the attacking area. Let's move to the middle. It scores! What an opportunity, and delivers!
Well, this is a really impressive shot, James. I mean, I'm looking at this going, man, I don't know if any goaltender would have stopped this. The way he was able to move his feet, corral that puck quickly with that quick release, the snap of the wrist to be able to put it by the tendy.
Lots of time left in this period. We've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Gains the zone from the right side. Circles back to center ice. Sport's got a hold of the puck now. He's got a step. Oh, and I think he got confused what he was going to do there.
You can see him looking at the goaltender, whether he's going to shoot or deke, and while he's thinking, he's running out of real estate.
Along the half wall with the puck. Quick feed to Richard. From his own end, he moves it up ahead. And that pass is redirected. Sport's got the puck along the wall. And he hits one of his own teammates with that shot. Miller's lugging the puck. That's a good heads-up play at center ice. Cuts to the paint. Way too much congestion blocks that. The Kraken have gained control of the puck along the wall. They've got a 2-on-1. Disappointing result as they can't complete the rush. Here's a shot, and the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Shakes off the coverage. Breakaway. Oh, denies him on the play.
And this is a great play by the tender to anticipate and get across to make that save.
More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. We got a 1-0 game to this point. Thomas wins the offensive zone faceoff, and here we go. Oh, a clutch save!
He really owns the crease when he drops into that butterfly positioning, and for the shooter, I think it's intimidating. He makes himself as big as possible, and everyone knows he's athletic to boot.
And the puck leaves the zone. And called for the offside, we'll get a face-off. And both centers glide into the dot as a face-off set to resume. And off the draw, they take the puck. Moves it quickly over to Scheifele. Looking to set up offensively. Taken by Niedermeyer. Streaking into the attacking zone for the right. Easy pad save made by Demko. And he sidesteps the check there. Comes up with the steal. Yeah, that's a bad pass, and they'll be forced to do this over again. Oh, great read. Grips it and rips it. Oh, and it goes off the glove, and he keeps it out.
Well, the shooter's in a coveted spot on the ice, right in the middle of it with a good look, and he makes an incredible save by getting square to the puck and turning it aside.
This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. Larkin's won the draw. Hammers the shot. Great stop by the goaltender off the glove. Picked up along the wall by Natchez. A chance on the rush here. Digging in defensively to stop that rush. Gaining momentum in the offensive end. Fires it. And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Feeds the puck over. Puts it off the post. Puck picked up by Krupp. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Makes the save with the trapper.
I love that she has the confidence to always
All
take
alone. He scores! That's how you finish the breakaway.
Well, he breaks away from the pack with his speed, James, and makes no mistake. Very decisive and puts it in the back of the net. Well, he's been a game changer tonight, James. He has been so strong in his crease, but that's going to be disappointing for him. You know, anytime you're riding a wave like that, you want to get the goose egg, and this time it's not going to happen.
Both centers ready to take the draw here coming up. Vasas won the draw, and they take possession here in the open ice. Good hit to bump him off the puck. Now into the offensive zone from the right side. Here's a shot. No room for that one to get through. And with that, we are heading to overtime. Get those OT picks in on social media, and we will see if we can find a winner next. Will someone get a chance to put the game on their stick? Overtime looms. It's do or die, and it's hero time. It's overtime. Let's go. On the attack along the boards. And that's broken up. Line A's exploring options with the puck. Denied by the goaltender. Vasas got a hold of it against the wall. Sports ready to go on the attack. Takes it into the slot, and he opts to wait for more support. Quick pass to Larkin. Nears the blue line and looks to set up at the point. Down to the final minute in overtime. Puts it towards the net.
We're so used to seeing this shot hit the back of the net. I mean, when he shoots in stride, he doesn't miss. But this time, the goaltender gets in the way.
A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff. Miller's won the draw, and they'll look to set up. Look at this. Look out. Looking to end it. Peace out. Overtime winner. Wow. What a game.